Okay.
How's it going, everybody? My name's Chef Eric Everett, and here's my website, www.recipesfrommetoyou.com. And I already have this recipe that I'm about to do for you on the website. It's called It Salsa. It Salsa is what I call it because I used canned diced tomatoes. Fire roasted is the kind I prefer because when I was cooking, having barbecues and stuff with my friends from Mexico, they always grilled their vegetables when they made their salsa. So I figured, what the heck, why not make it easier? And all the recipes that I have put in this cookbook that I have coming out is coming to you, and all my ingredients I purchased from Walmart. So here we go. This is how easy all these recipes are. First, we're going to start off with 3 cans, 14.5-ounce cans of fire roasted diced tomatoes. So 1, 2, 3. I also want to mention all of these ingredients cost me around less than $4. I'll just say it that way. And for 1 pint of salsa, when you buy it in the stores, is around $4 for 1 pint. For this recipe, you get 3.5 pints. So, next, I'm going to rough chop 1 cup of onion. And when I say rough chop, like I said, these recipes are meant to be easy. When I rough chop it, this is what I mean by rough chop. Okay, and then we're going to take, let me see here. Here's my note sheet, my cheat sheet for my senior moments. 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic. Okay, then I have 1 cup of chopped rough chopped onion. That's right, little man in the background. And red onion. Okay, everything's in the blender. It's all easy. Now, I couldn't find the lid to this one, so let's be safe. Oh, sorry. So we got that pretty much going with the onion and everything. I've got a little extra onion left over. And then I have serrano peppers. And here in a second I need a bowl to put this in. Kind of show you. And what I'm doing with the serranos is I'm just taking the ends off of them. And I'm leaving in the seeds and everything. Why make it difficult? Plus with the seeds and everything else, that's where you get all your flavor from. So I'm just cutting the ends off. And for this amount, I'm just going to do 2 of them. I have 4, well, let's just do 2. So that way the kids can eat it. And people who can't handle the heat can have it too. So next I'm going to use some cilantro. This is 1 bundle of fresh cilantro rinsed. And you see how I'm rolling it? It's going to make it a lot easier just to cut it up. And then you just take your knife and you don't have to do it. And don't worry about the stems. There's a lot of flavor in those stems. And then what you want for the cilantro is 1 cup if you like a lot of cilantro, which I do. So, and I'm not packing it. You'll see I just kind of throw it in there. And once it kind of gets to the top, there it is. That's all I'm putting in there. And then I just add that to there. Just got getting a prop thrown at me. That's okay. It probably made them feel better. So, sometimes when the ingredients stick to the top of the blender and they don't want to come down to the bottom, just give it a pulse, or I like to give it a shake. It makes some noise. If you don't make a little noise while you're cooking, you're not having fun. Just give it a shake. Kind of tilt it a little bit. Okay, and so that's pretty much it. Then, the final 2 ingredients, lime juice And that's right. Little voice in the background again. So 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Now these tomatoes are kind of sweet. And then, since the tomatoes are so sweet, this lime juice will help kind of balance out that sweetness from the tomatoes. Okay, and then finally some salt. We're going to put about, please, I can't hear. And that's right, salt. I prefer kosher salt. It doesn't just sit in the bottom. It dissolves much better, kosher salt does. Because basically a kosher salt is like sheets of salt, and then you just break them up. And then when you put it in liquids, it dissolves much faster than just regular granulated salt. And that's it. That's all of that recipe, and everything is in the blender. Very little on the cutting board. And that's what this whole cookbook that I'm coming out with is going to be about. Now also, you want to watch how much salt you put in the salsa, if it doesn't taste salty enough for you. Because if you're going to eat it with tortilla chips, some of the chips you buy are really, really salty. So you don't want to over salt your salsa because you'll have way too much when you eat it with the chips. So, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you have any other questions, remember www.recipesfrommetoyou.com, and I have a blog on there. Ask me a question, I'll be happy to answer it for you. Just ask me a question. I've been cooking for over 15 years, and I want to share what I know with you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.